in the studio. He speaks for the Democracy Hub Ghana, organizers of Occupy Julobi House. Solomon, good morning. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
The Honorable Deputy Minister, who said he was designated to receive the petition on behalf of government, waited for you in vain and you failed to turn up. Why did you do that?
Good morning to your cherished listeners. I think it is just best to state emphatically that the minister does not have the locus to receive our petition. That is, even if we have one to give to him.
I don't understand you.
He doesn't have the locus to receive the petition. That is, if we have one. We want to go to the presidency, and that is where our desire is. Look, the way and the manner in which we were treated from the very day one to that very day before the minister wanted to take petition from us, I don't think we would even give him the face.
So you were not going to present your petition to him, even if you had one? That's what you're saying. Did you have a petition?
We don't want to follow the trend where every day after demonstrations, petitions were given.
Johnny,
after demonstration,
no
petitions were given.
No
the petitions after petitions. What do they do with it?
But then, so how do you consolidate the message that you wanted government to act upon?
Thank you very much. So when we get to the presidency, we have an idea of trying to project our message, as in the form of a press conference around the place. That is how we want to project our message, not to present a paper.
But Mr. Tampuli is suggesting that it's the seat of government. We cannot allow the multitude that we saw there.
Well, there is no law currently in our constitution that designates that the seat of presidency is a no-go area for citizens.
It's a security zone, is it not?
What is the definition of a security zone?
That's what we have been told.
We should be, as we are Ghanaians. We own the democracy that we are enjoying. So nobody should sit somewhere in an office that we have given them and tell us that this space is a security zone and we don't have the right to march into it. No. They should come clear on what is a security zone.
The minister said he waited at the traffic light for you. Was it possible to have gone to him with the petition if you had one?
No, we don't even want to see him.
Oh, why?
We don't want to see him.
He's a very nice person.
He's not the person we want to see, actually.
Who did you want to see?
We want to see Mr. President. We want to see Mr. President.
Nobody else?
Nobody else.
Do you think that the effect of what you wanted had been achieved by the 3-day demonstration?
Very, very, very much achieved. Very, very much achieved. In fact, we were happy. You know, a lot of people were praying, actually, that there should be casualties so that they will lay it on our heads. But we're very grateful that there was no casualty, and that has been a peaceful demonstration, and we so loved it so much.
You didn't have a petition?
We had a petition.
You had a petition?
Yes.
Written down?
No.
You were going to...
We had a petition.
You were going to say it?
But we had a petition.
What were you going to say if you met the president?
Really, our demands are so many. But let me give you two. First of all, we want Mr. President to step down. We want Mr. President and the Vice President to step. That is our first agenda.
And why is that?
Because Mr. President, for so many years now, he's ruled this country. And very recently, he told us that he has no ideas on how to rule the country again, that he has checked out of the presidency, and that he is waiting for the next leader to take us out of the wood. That tells you that, excuse me to say without apologies to the presidency, it is an office that we all cherish. That is the seat of government. But to the person that occupied that office is telling us that he is lost of ideas to govern this nation. That is so disappointing. So we just want to help him. Since he said that he's no more in charge of the presidency, we want to help him to come out of the presidency.
What will be the second reason?
The second reason is that we want adoption of a new constitution, because this is the reason why we are all in this mess. We want an adoption and a promulgation of a new constitution altogether for a new generation. We have tolerated this. We see this constitution as a transitional instrument, which was meant in a way to protect a government that was coming from a military regime to a democratic regime. It was kind of afraid that probably if the democratic regime comes, there will be a lot of persecutions. So a lot of powers was given to the president alone, which is not helping us.
I know you have to go to TV, but Mr. Tampuli, you've heard him. So this would have formed part of the petition that you were supposed to have received. Do you have a response to them?
Yes, thank you very much. I think be very, very overzealous. I can appreciate where he's coming from. You know, sometimes when you don't understand the issue, that's how you speak. And then when you don't even understand the issues, you think a deputy minister is not a member of government, is a nobody. I mean, how can you be so arrogant and you expect that your issues will be accepted as, you know, gospel? Look at the level of arrogance of this stuff in your studio. Now, let me explain something to you. If you have the petition, nobody will receive the petition. I am the only person who will receive the petition. If you give the petition out, fine. If you will not, then you keep it yourself. Donnie, I must say it again.
Are you saying that perpetually you are the one that government wants to receive the petition?
With me. They are locked up with me for life.
They are locked down with you for life.
Oh, I'm telling you, if anybody has a petition to present to the government from the Democracy Hub, I'm the only person who will receive it.
I'm curious to know why the government selected you to go and receive this petition.
I'm a member of government. And so when you arrogantly speak the way that you speak, you won't give the petition to who? You determine who receive petitions on behalf of government.
I see. But the
that
chief
is very arrogant of him. And I think that you have to speak you have to let some of these people understand that you don't speak the way that you are speaking. You're no more a Ghanaian than any of us, okay? So what is it that you want? Let us know. If you want me to come to your bedroom for the petition, I'll come there and get the petition from you.
I
But what I must say again is that there was no petition.
They said they didn't want to write
any petition.
So he has explained that they didn't want to write a petition. They wanted to speak it at the press conference.
You see, Johnny, there is an attempt to veneer the issue. And in veneering the issue, it was a total lack of leadership. They didn't lead the people well, and they are hiding behind all of these arrogance to create an impression that somebody didn't want to. You are presenting the petition. And we said that we are ready to receive the petition. Now you are changing the goalposts. You want the president to resign. Then that is laughable. The president has a 4-year mandate.
I see. Okay.
Under the Constitution.
Let me hear a response from.
And when the president spoke, when he went to cast his vote during the special delegate, what the president said was to send a certain message to any and everybody that when my time is up, I'm leaving office. The president didn't say he was tired. He was saying that my tenure will come to an end next year. And when the time comes, I'm handing over. That is what he's saying. I
see. Let's hear from Wise. Wise, you have to go onto TV.
But there was also another issue about constitutional review.
Right.
Yes, those are legitimate issues. I'm a student of constitutional law. And I also have a similar view that this constitution needs some amendment. It's been over 30 years. We had an amendment in 1996 that came through Act 527. And
right.
I was a researcher with the Constitution Review Commission in 2010.
Great.
And we made proposals which were sent to former President Atamos. And then there was a government white paper and so on and so forth. And even this government has made an attempt to amend some parts of the Constitution in respect of this assembly.
Right. So it's in essence, you agree with them on point 2.
That there should be some amount of tinkering with the Constitution.
I see.
But you are going to amend the Constitution or review the Constitution at the Jubilee House? Is that what is done?
Okay.
It's a very elaborate process.
I hear you. Hold the line for me. Eduji Tamaklo is also here. He's expressed interest in the conversation, but Wise has to leave us and go on to TV. Wise, you heard the Deputy Minister. You are stuck with him. He is the one to receive your petition. You have no one else to receive it, and you better stop being arrogant.
I think respectfully, we didn't elect the gentleman who is speaking. We didn't elect him. The person that we voted for is the President of the Republic of Ghana. And we have every right as citizens, bona fide citizens of this country, to see Mr. President. If he's the only one, then I repeat that we do not have his time. Again, we are not arrogant, okay? The last thing I would like to say before I leave the studio is that, look, we believe that the political high offices of our land are very burdensome. And that is why At every point in time, there are rules and regulations that has to guide the offices to work perfectly. Okay, so we are begging our old men and women who are at the helm of affairs that if they know that they say they cannot be held accountable or liable for their mismanagement, then they had no business going to those offices. They have no business going to those offices. Exactly.
Wise, I'll have to release you for you to go on TV3 New Day. But thank you very much indeed for your time.
Thank you very much.
Hassan